Hello, my name is Declan. This is Declan TV. I'm actually going to be doing a little video about the this General Electric camera. Very interesting. It's called the GE. Actually, doesn't say it. Where is it? The GE W1000. What a very interesting name, but very fun little camera. My plan basically for this video, is this camera worth it in 2023? I think we can figure that out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna film an up close and personal video with this, let you know what this camera's all about. Next, we'll go out on a little adventure and just see what the world has to offer for this little bad boy, you know what I'm saying? I'll also show you the pictures. I'll literally show you the pictures that I take on this camera, because otherwise, what's the point of going on that adventure? We'll see. Can General Electric make a good camera? Wasn't General Electric owned by Thomas Edison? Literally, does Thomas Edison's camera hold up in the modern day? The one that he used, we'll see. And don't forget to drink water. At some point in the future, I will be making a video on these digital Mavica cameras, which, holy moly, these things are chunky. And they take freaking these things. Floppy disks, are you kidding me? What world do we live in where this is still a thing, you know what I mean? It's because it's not, and we're gonna see if it's still usable. I kind of think it might be, because it's so fun. For this video, we got the General Electric W1000, 10.1 megapixels. Where's that 0.1? Why did they add the 0.1? Is that just to be a little better than 10? Probably. Very fun. It is a little bit hefty. It feels just like tossing it around. What could I say this is similar to? So you could pick something up and go, wow, that's it. That's what it is. It's similar to this bottle of lotion. They feel about the same weight. Anyway, let's get this bad boy on the road. You know what I'm saying? All right, I just got sucked into YouTube for like probably an hour, so that's cool. But let's get to making this thing work. All right, so what do we got here? We got the General Electric W1000. That thing has 10.1 megapixels. Strange. It has actually a pretty big screen on the back. Here's me flipping through the little menu. Kind of fun. I don't know what else to say. This thing is, it's got flash, as you can see. Here I am taking a picture of this metal apple that I also, for some reason, use as like my test pictures. Here's me right there. You can see me behind the camera. Very cool, very nice. I like it. The flash works really well. The camera takes really nice little, I mean, this isn't a studio quality little thing that I got going, but it takes nice pictures. The batteries, it takes 2 AA's. I'm using these rechargeable IKEA batteries of all things. It also takes a normal SD card. I use a 1 gig for these old cameras because typically, I've had trouble with 2 gigs before. I've had to buy a whole bunch of 1 gigs for people. The camera itself looks like a standard camera. It literally feels like most cameras you can buy. Just imagine the GE logo right in front of it, you know, and the GE like logo when you turn it on. The zoom works perfectly. It's got a lot of digital zoom, a decent amount of optical zoom. Here's me zooming in on a light just because it's kind of interesting, but you can see it kind of focuses a little bit, but I'm close to the light again. You typically want to do this to something further away. Yeah, very cool. Hello everybody. I told myself today I would go out and take some pictures with the Samsung. Or no, not the Samsung. It's actually the, what the freak? How did I forget? Today we're going out. We're gonna take some pictures with the General Electric W1000. I thought I'd take you on my little journey just to see, you know, how it be, how it do, what it do, what it be, make things happen. Whenever I find a picture, I'll bring you all along with me. We got some interesting stuff over here. Let's see what pictures I can get with this thing, you know? Maybe I'll show it in the camera too. Probably won't do this for all of them, but there we go. I'm walking through some of this brush. These dogs up here are going crazy. Look at that little thing. A little bit, you know? It's actually a really good spot. I'm gonna go look for some more spots. Let's see what I can find. I'll be honest, I'm kind of embarrassed talking in front of people. So I've had to right now, I'm like finding time to talk without people really hearing me or seeing what I'm doing. That's the way to do it, you know what I'm saying? Still making it work. We're still making these pictures. Let's see what I can find. Like here's a nice little area. Let's go in here. Let's see what's going on back here in this little fairy garden, you know? Gotta say, the low light. These dogs, also not my favorite, but that's okay. So what am I looking for when I'm trying to take a picture out in the wild? Well, typically, I'm just looking for something cool, something that catches my eye, like right here. Something catching my eye, let's see. I'll literally just keep the camera and just see what happens. So and we'll just see what that picture looks like. I'm not even gonna look at it, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of throwing it on there and seeing what happens. God, I need to cut my hair. This stuff is annoying. Yeah, it's kind of a two-way thing, because first things first, you get a little bit of time with the cam, you know? Some digi action. Second thing second, you also get some time with nature, you know? I like how green some of the stuff looks. I like the contrast between the flowers and the grass and the weeds and whatever, the rocks, you know? Even the path that they made here is very curvy. It kind of I like the movement. So I very intentionally tried to go out during golden hour. It seems to be ending right about now, but that's okay. It kind of gives you a little time window so you don't feel like you have to be out here for as long as you need. You know, you got maybe 30 to an hour. I usually go, like the sun's setting right now. I think right now it's just based on the way the sky looks, you know. Beautiful o'clock. I don't know what time it is, but it's pretty, so we'll stay. I like to feel the little flowers over here. Let's go down this little gravel path. I used to make a lot of TikToks, and I would actually come back here to try to make nice outside ones, because I would get so sucked in during the pandemic to my inside ones. Let's get a little picture of this. Cool thing about going on a walk is that, for pictures specifically, is that on your way back, you might catch, like right here, for some reason, this is catching my eye. On your way back, you're basically looking at everything that you were just looking at in the opposite way, you know? So it's kind of like taking two walks in one. Double whammy, if you ask this guy. It also allows you to look at things in a different perspective, which is basically what I said earlier, just different words. Very cool. Good work. All right, so I've only really been out here for maybe 15 minutes, 16 if you want to be ultra exact. And here's another picture. A really easy picture to take that seems to always look good on these. The shot of the sky during dusk or dawn, you know, the hour, some of the trees kind of poking through into your picture. For some reason, the gradient of the sky and the dark trees really adds, it's a fun picture to take. It's easy, it takes no effort. I had to do some voiceovers on this so that it's not just me walking around, you know? Instead, it's me talking around, you know what I'm saying? Probably I'm walking back home now, so we'll edit the pictures. See ya. Welcome back. We're checking out the pictures. Here's the first one. You've already seen this one on the freaking video because I've been editing it while I'm filming these. This is taking me 3 to 4 days to make. Should not take that long. I enjoy doing it. And I'm also making other videos. We're going to be rating all of these pictures from a 1 to a 5. 1 being, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. 5 being, I like it. 3 being, it's decent. The kind of in between there. The middle would be, I guess, 2.5, but you know, it does what it needs to do. Number 1, we got this apple picture. Surprisingly has pretty fun colors. I like the way that the apple shines. My fingers also very shiny, sweaty, gross. I don't like that, but it do be working. I'm gonna rate this one a 5. I'm giving this one a 5, only because it just looks so beautiful and I like it. Second one, this one's kind of creepy. It's a picture of me. You saw this earlier. I'm gonna rate this one a 1 because it's creepy. Next, blurry, not a good sign. I remember taking this. I was hoping it wouldn't be blurry. Because it's blurry, I have to give it a 2. I can see the vision, but it's hard to, you know what? Yeah, 2. We're giving it a 2. Better than creepy. This one looks like a newspaper picture, but more blurry, so even worse than a newspaper picture. That's a 1. Again, with the blurry, this is not a good sign. If this is what's to come, then I ain't going. I'm giving that a 2, because the colors are pretty at least. Again, a little bit blurry, but I like that this is sharp. The colors are a little off, but the sky looks beautiful. This is creepy. I mean, it looked like there was something in there, but it was just a little bit of dust. But kind of dark over here. Kind of taking up a lot of the space. It looks like there might be somebody up there. I can't really tell. I give it a 3. Better than the other ones. Again, a little bit blurry. Oh, look, you can see you guys right there. That's what I was filming on. I don't know, the colors aren't pretty. This isn't a great picture. I'm giving it a 2. Not my favorite. So far, this camera is disappointing. Again, with the freaking blurry. I didn't expect these all to be blurry. Maybe next time I should do this with a tripod. Maybe that would help a little bit. But the whole point is that you're just supposed to pick it up and take it with you. You're not supposed to just like, you know, like if you were walking around with this in a tripod, that's a little overkill. You know what I mean? Jeez Louise. It's hard to rate these when they're blurry, but what happens if I zoom out a little bit? Alright, I guess that's all. What do I say? I say no go. That's a 2. again, I mean, the pictures look very dreamlike. You know what? When you look at them and like, it looks like found footage kind of stuff, you know? I kind of do like the found footage look, so that's kind of cool. I gotta say that while this one's blurry, there's something about this. This was the little fairy garden that I took a picture with. Something about this is really getting me going. My blood's rushing with this one. I like it. I like both of these. Both of these, very similar. I'm gonna rate these both a 4, just because somehow the aesthetic works here. Some of these other ones, like this one kind of works too. The aesthetic right here, I think is the tree stump in the background. It's stunning. Again, I was even saying in the previous clip, these are just so easy to take and they look phenomenal. That's a 5. I mean, compared to the other ones especially, that's a 5. I've taken better ones than this, but I like it. I don't know what it is about the freaking blurry with this camera. It is just really blurring out everything. I give this a 3. It's okay. It looks like literally looks like found footage. I really don't understand why it's taking so many blurry pictures. We're gonna give this one a 3. The colors are nice, but I don't know. Awful 1. I mean, this just isn't really a fun picture. I can see kind of where I was going at, but I don't like the trampoline. I don't like that you can see into their house. If it was just the fence, the grass, and trees back here, I would love that. But the house kind of ruins it for me. I give it a 3. That was honestly not too bad. Maybe this one takes better pictures in the low light. I like the house here isn't as bad. The back here I didn't like it, but here I think because it's a bright color and it's almost focused. Not too bad. This feels like something like you found a camera in the woods and you just picked it up and this is what you got. So kind of the same. I'm kind of stopping the rating. I'll be honest. It's hard to rate when they're all blurry. Even though maybe the aesthetic kind of goes alongside it. Even some of the ooh, never mind. I'm putting the rating system back on. This is a 5. The other one was a 4. This is a 5. I like this one. This could be a background. I like it. So what's my verdict on the W1000? The W1000. What's my verdict? I think it takes blurry pictures. So you gotta be a surgeon if you want to use this thing. But the camera quality, very aesthetic, very old timey. It feels like I'm in a movie or something. Like I'm about to find Blair Witch or something. The camera itself built very well. Surprisingly, it feels nice in the hand, especially when you get the batteries in there. It gives it a little bit of heft. The camera itself, it's sleek. It's got a sleek look. Thomas Edison would be proud, I think. The flash is right in the center, but the lens is right off to the edge. But what do I rate this camera? Compared to some of the other cameras, I kind of rate this one a little bit lower. There's still a place for it. I think that you could still take some really good pictures with this. Maybe if you put a tripod on it. Maybe if you took it in some more lower light settings. Maybe if you messed with some of the settings beforehand. Unlike me, I'm a freak. I can't help it. Would I recommend this in 2023? Yes, with the caveat that you mess around with it first. That you know that it's going to be blurry sometimes and that it's not going to be perfect. That's the charm that these little bad boys have to offer for the world. So let me know what other cameras you would like me to check out. Again, I'm still going to look at the digital Mavica just because that thing's chunky and funky, you know. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next one.